So my story, before I did the MBA program, most of my professional experience was in international event planning. And it was kind of during that time doing event planning that I realized that I really had an interest in the accounting, financial side of events, being that each event is a project that has financial statements, that has a revenue item and expense items. So it was, like I said, during that time doing event planning, I realized my interest in accounting, and that led me to research different graduate school programs, and I found the MBA in accounting here at Baruch. So I completed the program last May, and I now will be starting at the audit firm McGladrey in the fall. The biggest thing that I struggled with in my job search was during the first year of the MBA program, when I was looking at internships. I really struck out at interviews because I didn't put in the time to come up with ways to articulate how my past experience was going to be relevant to what I wanted to do. After that, I spent a lot of time really crafting responses to interview questions and really getting my 30-second intro down to address a lot of things that I thought were my strengths that I wanted to bring up in the interview, so that when I had interviews in the future, I would know, walking out of interviews, know that I talked about my strengths and things that I wanted to talk about. Another thing is that I was a little bit naive. I thought that being an MBA student was enough of a reason to change careers, and in this job market and the way things are today, it's really not enough. Even if you're wanting to switch careers like I wanted to, you really have to find a way to show that your past experience is relevant to what you want to do. So that was the other thing that really helped me a lot. To obtain my full-time job, there were two things that helped me tremendously. First of all was doing the internship over the summer. I was fortunate enough to find an accounting-related internship. So as a career changer, that was crucial for me to get that first accounting-related experience on my resume, because no employer wants to be the first employer to help a career changer out. They want to show that you have proven yourself and that you're serious about this career change. So once I got that experience and I was able to talk about my internship in interviews for full-time jobs, that really changed things quite a bit. The other thing was networking. I'm sure everybody's heard this a million times, but I can't stress the importance of networking. That was something I really focused on during the summer between my first and second year, and it should be a focus all the time. I actually ended up having multiple job offers when I graduated, and every single one of them stemmed originally from some form of networking. The interview process for the full-time jobs that I received, I was interviewing at very similar at accounting firms, which do the interview process all in a similar way, and the interviews were mostly focused on personality fit. I found I didn't get any really technical accounting questions because they know that you're going to learn that on the job. They're more concerned about like the soft skills, like can you work well in a team? Are you going to be somebody that people want to work with? A lot of people, I think, make the mistake of thinking that getting a 4.0 is going to get you that next job. And while it's important to have a good GPA, you should never let striving for a 4.0 get in the way of networking or meeting somebody that could potentially be your next employer. The second thing is, I've mentioned it before, networking. I can just kind of give you an example of one of the job offers I had. It stemmed from networking. I was kind of trolling around on LinkedIn one day, and I found that a family friend of mine who was a connection on LinkedIn was connected to somebody at an accounting firm that I was interested in working at. And so I asked my family friend to introduce me to this person to do an informational interview, and this person ended up being a hiring manager. So it was very lucky for me that he ended up being a hiring manager, but it just shows you the importance of actively networking and asking your friends and your family and anybody you know if they have people they can introduce you to.